Quick tips to brighten your autumn. 4 approaches can bring new perspective and enthusiasm to fall commitments. In my recent post, "Are Transitions a Challenge for You?" I described some approaches to changing habits based on classical learning theory. Today I summarize 4 tips to make the shift into fall activities as seamless as possible. Tip number 1: finish unfinished business. It drains your physical, mental and emotional spaces. You can adapt the decluttering approach of professional organizers. Identify all that clutters your consciousness and decide if you want to toss it out, give it away to someone else who might find it of value, promote it to a finished product, or give it hallowed space on your ongoing list. This approach can apply to relationships, projects, commitments, those activities that are in your life because they replenish your energy, help you maintain well-being, or restore your soul. For example, what do you want to do with a long-time friendship based solely on shared history? What about those knitting needles, patterns and yarn that you intended to turn into a sweater? What specifically do you get from your book club group? What demands does dinner place on your life, and do you want to think a new way to approach it? Tip number 2: use shaping to train your temperament muscles for easier gear switching. See the article on transitions, or greater persistence and endurance. The simple approach of breaking tasks into the smallest viable components can help you decide when you need nickels, dimes or quarters of time to complete them. When the end goal seems hopeless, identify first steps toward achieving it. For example, you might try to master a repertoire for dealing with vegetables, raw, steamed, roasted, boiled, sautéed. By taking on one technique a week, and within a month, you could know how to simply and deliciously prepare any of a number of fresh vegetables at low cost and minimal time. When a work project is due, think about how you want the end product to be presented and then back up to the things that need to happen between here and there. When you want your relationship with a casual companion to continue but not escalate into a level of intimacy that might feel burdensome rather than supportive, think about how much of what kinds of contact might maintain the just right level. Maybe an annual lunch or visit is enough, or maybe you want the closeness to increase. Take a first step in your chosen direction, whichever one you have identified. Tip 3: respect your own rhythms. Appreciate when during a day, week, season you do different things better or less well. Sometimes you can modify a pattern. Realizing I was a lost cause at times during the afternoon because I was tired, I took to napping, or even a 20-minute meditation, and learned that I could then do productive things in the evenings when that had never seemed feasible before. A man previously allergic to mornings had to change his patterns when he became a father. He learned to use early hours for logistical tasks like returning calls and messages, organizing, planning, running errands. He knew that his most creative work would probably always occur late at night. Tip number 4: celebrate your achievements. Know what brings you pleasure and allow yourself to reward yourself with those good feelings, whether they come from a sense of mastery, pride in making a contribution, satisfying your curiosity, gaining a new perspective, or from a concrete contrast, perhaps some stretches and deep breaths, a video clip that will make you laugh, a game or conversation with someone whose company you enjoy. Take your cues from Andrew Luck, the star football player, who called it quits and retired at age 29. The damage to his body, mind and future had to stop so that he could reclaim his soul and his right to pursue what mattered most to him in life. Ask yourself whether you are feeding your ego or your soul, and if there is a way to end the struggle between them. Try any or all of these tips to help you embrace the coming season with a new perspective that promotes optimism and increases ease.